First of all, I would say a very perfect response from Mr. President. That is what is expected from a responsible government. And we appreciate that. Even though everything is in the realm of uh, allegation, it has not been proved. Because when you talk about issue of proof, we know what is required. But for the president to have come out and say, okay, no, with this allegation, it cannot continue, because that is the signal. You cannot continue to be my cabinet, go on suspension, pending the time that all this issue will be investigated. And if you are found not wanting, fine. But if there's a serious issue regarding this allegation, you know what the law says. So for the president to have come out for the first time, I can't say for the first time that we have this kind of allegation against some top officers of the government. And before you know it, the government will say, without Nigerian calling for, oh, Mr. President, do this, do that. That has always been the trend right from time. We all know. Well, here is the first time without no single Nigerian saying this. So President took the appropriate step by saying, go on suspension. And here you see the woman was invited immediately to pay for a thorough and effective investigation. I think the president has done well in that regard. And that shows how responsible the government is to Nigerian unions. And I pray to God Almighty that God will continue to direct the affairs of this administration and the incoming one after this. And even only yesterday again, I was at home when I was listening to Channel News. I saw the new the announcement made by Mr. President through his the announcement through his spokesperson. When you look at it, that shows that he is a government that's, like I said, that is going to answer so many things. For the first time, we know when the president is traveling or the minister, or we know how the large number of entourage that normally follow them. But for the president to report, no, we can't continue to be spending money on all these kind of trips. Mr. President, only 12 personnel will be with him. Vice President, I think 5. The First Lady, 4, and on and on and on. That shows that the president is alive to the responsibility, and they know the challenges that we are facing in this country, and is ready, willing to ensure that that problem are solved. And I pray to God, it's my prayer that God Almighty will continue to strengthen him in wisdom, in taking the right decision at all times, which will better the lot of Nigerians.
So what do you think that this particular implication as regards to what has happened to Betta Edu will do to other serving officers in this administration?
The answer is not far-fetched. They all know that they have to be very careful. If you cannot live up to expectation without having your hands soiled in things where you're not supposed to be, you know that you have to. If there's any one of them having that kind of mind, I'm sure they know they have to just bury that thought in their mind and face the task ahead of them. You see, it should be a great lesson to all of them. And I'm sure nobody will want to try that, because first of all, if they are the one that have good conscience inherent in them, they will know they dare not soil the name of their father or where they are coming from. Like I said earlier on, this is just an allegation. He's still a suspect. Let us allow the EFCC or whatever authorities that are doing the investigation do their job. If at the end of the day, they discover that, she's not found wanting, well, it's at the mercy of Mr. President. If you still want her back as a minister, as a minister under his administration. So that prerogative is that of the Mr. President. But if I'm the president, and at the end of the day, the allegation is not what we thought or we are thinking is going to be, I will call her back. I will. But don't forget the fact that she's not the only one now. Allegation has always been made against another minister. So until when all these things and the level of their involvement and unveil, then before you can be talking about this kind of thing. Because I learned that the Mr. President met with that minister yesterday, although the outcome of that meeting or the subject matter of that meeting is not known to me. I'm not aware whatever they discussed. But with time, the entire thing will be unveiled. So it's going to be a very good lesson to any of them. Not only the minister, those that have been appointed in this government, the civil servant, everybody, they have to watch it. You can't continue to be doing things the old way. You have to change so Nigeria can be better for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.